Well, I can frickin' do it, Russell, if you need me to. It's not a big frickin' deal, okay? Yeah.
This is Metal Nerdery.
They don't really have the hair for it right now. I'm like Dr. Evil is like a hippie chemo patient. Indeed. I think, is it picture time times two?
Clinky. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock.
Is it? Oh, wait, it fucking, damn. Oh, wait, the uncorking.
Uh-oh.
Wait,
what do we got here? There's no cork.
Ooh, it's a screwing.
Screw
There's
cap.
no cork. It's
So wait,
a screw.
Bill's going to unscrew us here.
Oh, there you go.
Hold on, wait.
Hold on, screwing ASMR.
That's what I was going to say. You beat me to it. Screwing it. Does it sound like flip-flops running?
Flip-flops running?
Running in flip-flops. That's good sex right there.
It's been a while. I forgot. Also, I don't hit my balls that hard on the downstroke.
No, that's sorry.
That's too much
All right.
information.
Yeah.
So this episode's Clinky of the episode
Hey, now, that's a new one. That's going to be Billiam's
Brought to us
segment.
by who?
is brought to you by Revel Stroke Nut Crusher Peanut Butter Flavored Whiskey.
Oh, we got
Okay. Oh, I thought you said Revel Stroke. So, revel in your stroke.
That's a great album
Nut
cover.
Crusher Peanut Butter.
It's got a squirrel with
With
a
a
hard
helmet.
hat.
So, shall we clinky this Clinky's beer Clinky episode of the Clinky?
Yes.
It's too much Clinky. The title.
That's a
though.
lot of Clinky.
That's a lot of clicking.
Okay, T-Rex arms.
Oh, yeah. You got to take
Oh,
a
yeah.
sip off
Bill's
that.
he's got to suck some off the top.
Shit balls.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. T-Rex arms unite.
Clinky.
And here we go.
Cheers, fellas. Oh, Satan.
Really? That's what you bought. Oh. Out of all the bottles they had in that fucking building, that's the one you bought.
Damn.
Evil demons cast out of my
That is not
body.
peanut butter flavored. That's peanut brittle flavored.
No,
It is
it's got a
peanut
little
brittle.
peanut butter.
It
It
is.
tastes like peanut brittle.
Yeah.
It's super fucking sweet. Holy shit.
It is. Can you tilt the album cover just a little bit
Oh,
more?
yes, here.
Yeah, you got your squirrel with a
Make sure it's
sawzall.
closed there.
It's a hard hat. Sawzall. It is a sawzall.
He's got a sawzall.
Ooh, aim for the nuts. That's what it says right there.
Thank you, Doro.
Thank you, Doro. Doro is our lovely and talented. Oh, fucking
So,
aim for the nuts.
God damn it.
Don't aim for the nuts.
recently, I've been on a butterscotch whiskey kick. All right. And what I mean by that, Matthew, is there is well, I don't know if you've been to a liquor store lately, but there are a whole lot of flavors of whiskey now.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. Let me try this impression. Really? Ready?
Yeah.
Is that pretty close?
That's pretty
Little
good.
Ace Ventura-ish.
Yeah.
Anyway, lots of whiskey.
Lots of flavors of whiskey, and I like butterscotch, like the
Sure.
old Werther's. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I might have some of that upstairs.
Butter shots.
Not that I need any, sir.
Right.
But I found this thing. It's 99 proof butterscotch whiskey.
Whoa.
Do you know what rum chata is?
Yes.
All right. If
It's
you will
delicious.
take a shot glass and pour half of that butterscotch and half rum chata, first you got to salt the rim.
Mark the time.
Indeed.
Yeah, you got to salt the rim of the shot glass, and then half rum chata. And everybody listening, take notes. Half rum chata, half butterscotch whiskey. It's called Salty Nuts.
Mark the time
It
again.
is. It is a drink. You find it on Google.
So do you enjoy salty nuts, Russell? Also
Yeah,
mark the time.
I'm telling you, it's like the best fucking shot I've ever had in my life, and I will pretty much comatose myself on those on any given Friday night.
Is it rich, though? Is it heavy? I mean, I know the rum chata is kind of creamy, and sometimes those don't agree well with, the liquors.
Rum chata, honestly, I bought that for the coffee,
Yeah.
because I got a 35-mile drive to work, I got to, I'm kidding.
I understand, man. You got to fill up your thermos.
So anyway, that was a That was pretty good, Billiam. It was different. Yeah.
It was definitely different. You know what? I don't know if you guys want to do it. I'm totally in favor, but I think maybe we should start having this episode's Clinky the episode. Or do you think that only applies if we like have to get into the reserves?
That's going to get really expensive.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
think?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
You're talking about
yeah, usually.
unless the fine folks at these places want to actually
Indeed.
sponsor,
Yeah.
that would be
Yes.
great.
And if you'd love to sponsor us, you could give
We'll
us.
mention
you could
your
email
whiskey.
us at metalnerdery@gmail.com. You can check us out on the socials and ping us there. Metal Nerdery Podcast on the IG and on the FB, not the FBI, ASMR. And if you'd like to leave us a voicemail, you could do so at 980-666-8182. Well, I don't know. Well, wait a minute, Russell. Do we?
yeah.
I think we need to get into this episode's beer of the episode.
Oh,
This one.
thank you for that
I'm kind of excited. A little bit.
segue.
Segue.
Is that how it's spelled?
Segue. Segue.
Segue.
Welcome to the segue.
Segue. All right. So for this episode.
This beer's episode's beer, the episode beer.
This comes to our fine friends. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Can I start over?
He is our fine friend. Thank you, Lord. Go ahead. Start over. We're going to rewind.
This beer is delicious. I'm kidding. This episode's beer of the episode is brought to us by the fine folks at The Brewing Project with a J-E-K-T at the end. We've reviewed quite a few of their
Yes, call us ASMR.
beers so far, and we still are paying for them. So,
Yeah, pay us to drink your beer ASMR.
and I'm not going to lie to you. Once again, I bought this one off the album cover.
Really? I
Yeah.
can kind of see it. It looks like a come up on mushroom kind of beer.
Sorta.
Kind of.
Like if I was partaking in the fungi, this would have.
Yeah, I kind of feel like, yeah.
And it's got all right, so you got basically this green backdrop with a bunch of little fruits with angry faces. You got pears and pineapples.
They're
And,
not all angry. Some of them are like screaming. It looks like you're screaming. It looks like it's kind of metal, like they're screaming out like, Slayer! That's kind of what it looks like.
well, this one is called Puff, P-U-F-F, Puff Tart XL. And the reason why I got the XL, Matthew, they had a Puff Tart. And then they had a Puff Tart XL.
Sure. That's extra large to the layperson.
It was
It's
about
a Magnum beer.
Yes, sir.
See, the Bill's is probably this size. Mine's like the shot glass, but Bill's and Russell's are probably easily.
Oh, it's like a baby arm with a boxing glove on it.
Got him.
Got him. The XL had about 3 more percentage points in the alcohol by volume. So
That's why this is your time to shine, Russell.
I cracked the top of that, and I can.
You can smell it. Hold on, wait. Oh boy, that's kind of fruity. It's a
Yeah.
fruity bouquet.
This is pineapple
Wait.
with
Fruity Pebbles?
guava and passion fruit.
Guano.
Chicago. And
Chicago. Got him.
I immediately thought about Ace Ventura Part 2, but
it has marshmallow flavoring.
yeah, that's the part I'm kind of curious about. All right,
Let's give her a
shall we
nip.
cheers?
Cheers.
Cheers, fellas. And the verdict.
Oh, that is fucking good.
That is, I think that's like Saturday morning cartoon cereal.
No,
Again.
this is like a soda. To me,
Soda.
this is like a.
This is almost like you could drink this on the job site. I mean, it's that good. And by job site, I mean like jury duty. You should totally drink this. You know what? That's my one bitch. They should have fucking had.
Booze.
They should have had alcohol. Okay, so here's the thing. One thing I'd
Pardon
said,
me, where's the cocaine room?
we talked about that. This has that kind of. It's very sweet. It's very easy drinking.
Oh wow, it's like a soda. It does not taste like alcohol at all.
Okay, if I'm kind of with Russell here. I kind of almost feel like
And the marshmallow flavoring is awesome.
if Coke, yeah, that kind of it's got the finish. It's the marshmallow finish.
Yes.
Mark the time.
Thank you. This is kind of one of those things. Soft drink companies should be striving to have soft drinks that taste like this tastes.
Yeah.
because it's sweet, but it's not overly sweet.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take a nip off that. No, Bill,
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, it's got gluten.
It's got probably. Fuck does it?
I don't care about the gluten. It's just the beers give me a headache for some reason.
Could be a lack of it. You're out of your drug game, bro. You need to get back into it.
Yeah.
I mean,
But this has that flavor of like that. It's just like that perfect sweetness. It's perfect, kind of refreshing. It's not overly tart.
No, this is one of the best sours I've bought. I think since we've been doing
Like to be a puff tart beer, I would think it would have been like hella sour. Like
Look
some
at
of the
you.
sours we've had before.
Look at you, Brewing Project. You just got me to say this is one of the best fucking beers I've got.
Hail
this is
to
really good.
the Brewing Project with a K.
No doubt.
Got some reviewsage.
Yeah. All right. So apparently we're doing pretty good in the land down under. We've gotten a few
Thank you,
messages and emails.
Oh, good day, mate.
Put another shrimp on the. Sorry.
I would love to go to the land down under. That
would
be
too.
awesome. We could do like a live show out there. Wouldn't that be
Go
rad?
down there and wrestle some crocky gators and
Fuck yeah, dude! Bring them out to the show. Let them.
fucking punch a koala bear right in the face. Just fucking drill it. They're so cute. Oh, you look so cute eating your eucalyptus. Pow. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great to have a mosh pit with nothing but like alligators and aborigines out
They
there?
don't have alligators. They got crocodiles. They got the skinny face.
It's kind of
The skinny
same.
face.
Skinny face.
Skinny face.
Kinda the
All
same.
right. This one's from.
Ours are fat shamed.
So we
read
do
a-
first names only to keep things.
Yeah, keep it
simple.
Yeah, a fellow from the land down under named Stuart sent us a nice.
Stuart. Oh, Stuart, he's a big Winger fan. Stuart. Remember Stuart from Beavis and Butthead? Stuart?
Oh, yeah.
That's the sound of
God, I was just
Stuart's
wondering what
mom.
the
It sounds
fuck
like
you-
Margie.
I was wondering what the fuck you were doing there.
Sorry, I went on full Margie Newstom mode.
You want me to read it? You want to read it?
No, you can read it.
I'll read it. All right. Stuart says, "Hey guys, cannot believe I only discovered this podcast September, October last year. My favorite podcast easily nowadays. Been having a blast going back through the older episodes lately. Listen to you guys, excuse me, is like having a beer with my metalhead friends from high school. Not that there were many of those in a country town in Australia. So, Stuart, that's exactly what we strive for.
That's
Yeah.
our mission statement.
Yeah,
So thank you for that.
we are three old metalhead friends that went to high school together and played in bands together.
and cut heads together. Remember that?
Fuck yes.
That was fun.
He
That was
kicked-
like after Crossroads came out.
He kicked my ass.
We came over and played like solos, like Crossroads style.
Now Matt had this attitude, like I'm going to go in and ruin Russ's day.
I didn't do that. Wasn't my attitude.
He does have the noodly.
Oh, he noodled.
I
He
can do
noodled.
noodle. I can
Yeah,
do
yeah,
fucking
Matt-
pasta, bro.
Matt's
I
a
got pasta
great,
guitar skills.
great guitar player. And made me feel really bad about my abilities. Anyway,
It's okay, Russell. I'm patting you on the shoulder. Anyway,
so Stuart says, question, who is the best band you guys saw live in the 80s and 90s, and who is the last, who in the last 20 years has come close live? Keep up the great work, gents.
Stuart, thank you for that. You, sir, are a blessing. And
Let's
we-
answer his
Indeed.
question. That's a
Thank
great
you.
question. Who is the
80s,
best?
90s?
Who's the best band you guys saw live in the 80s and 90s?
If I got to be real,
Yeah.
I don't even think this is going to be a contest, and I have a feeling you guys are probably going to give me a resounding I agree. I got to say Pantera, man, because every time they came to town, it was just, you never knew what you were going to get, but you knew it was going to be
awesome.
fucking killer. Like, absolutely, like, I don't give a fuck.
So, well, what about 80s?
80s? All I got to speak to is, okay, so in the 80s, I didn't do a lot of shows. The only real show I saw in the 80s was GNR opening for Motley Crue at the Omni in November of 87.
Right.
But it was a cool show, dude. And I'm either asexual or
that's the show
completely
that-
dedicated to
show.
music.
That's the
because
show.
show.
No,
my
Axl went
eyes
to
did
fucking
not-
jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They play with that Axl.
That's rock and
that They
roll.
opened. It was crazy. But I literally watched that show. There were tits and said, that's whatever, fucking whores. But I've been watching the show. I'm like, it's fucking rad, fire and guitars and
Boobies.
fucking drum sets that go up and down and boobies. I couldn't believe I saw boobies. I'm like, they're in public. That's great. It's cool. But so 80s, I didn't have a lot of concert shit.
Oh,
but
how
90s,
dare you? Really?
I just didn't. I didn't.
Oh, man. For me, the 80s would have to be, I saw Slayer once, which was
In the 80s?
In the 80s?
in the 80s.
That would have been
yeah,
fucking legendary.
we saw them at the Civic Center.
South of Heaven tour?
Yeah.
That was 80s?
That was 80s, South of Heaven.
Yeah, 88.
88.
88.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was fucking killer. But to me, the 80s was Testament. I saw Testament more than anybody else.
I remember I heard they
And-
came
Well, they
through
came
a
like
lot.
every
Yeah,
3 months.
right?
Yeah.
And every,
It's kind of like me.
Hey!
Yo. Sorry.
I mean, with Wrathchild and Annihilator, we're opening acts, and
See, that
I
show
mean,
right there is like fan bone
Yeah,
all
I mean,
over the place.
I don't know. I just had a lot of the terrible memories that I have. The ones that stand out are the Testament shows. I mean,
What he means by that is his terrible memory, not that they were bad memories.
okay.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking the latter. of
I got
that.
what you were saying.
Thank you, Russ.
Yeah.
Thank you, Russ.
Well then, okay. So, cause see, I never got to see I have seen Testament live, but I never saw him in the '80s live.
Yeah, we went and Omar and myself, we drove. We actually got in a
R.I.P.
little.
to Romar.
Rest in peace, Omar.
That's right. Hail to you, sir. We got a little fender bender on the way down there. I used to drive him to school, actually,
Yeah.
Really?
back in the day. But yeah, we went to that show, and I remember sitting in the, at least for me, I didn't know anything about Wrathchild,
Right.
And they come on, and we set up in the stands, to check them out or whatever.
Is that a pleasant surprise?
It was, yeah, they were
Yeah.
badass, and of course they did. What was it? Time.
Yeah, the cover.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Floyd
the
cover.
Pink
Floyd, yeah.
Which they crushed.
And we were
yeah.
looking at each other like, holy shit, these guys are fucking badass.
So had you not heard them before that?
No.
Oh,
No.
that's the best when you see a band for the
It was
very
like,
first time
holy
at a show.
shit,
Right.
man.
And you never
Just
heard
get blown
anything.
away.
Big Wreck is like that for me. I saw
Yeah.
them open for Dream Theater, and I never heard anything like that. But
And then
that's cool.
I think I saw, I guess the Pantera show I saw was,
Cowboys.
it was I saw them twice, at the Ballroom and at Masquerade.
White Zombie.
The Ballroom was White Zombie.
That was the Wreck
and
show,
then-
wasn't it?
Fucking awesome.
And then the Masquerade,
They came to Masquerade, I think, a few times.
yeah, I think that was it was one of their first times in Atlanta for the Cowboys tour.
Was
at
that-
least.
Was
yeah.
that when they like closed out? It was
Yeah.
like, thank you, we're Bad Company. Thank you, we're Led Zeppelin. For like 5 minutes, they
I
was
don't
like, thank you, we're Black Sabbath.
That was the shoe fight show.
I don't remember that. I just remember at the end,
Somebody threw a shoe on stage.
Eddie and I met Phil.
And
Oh,
Phil
Talked to him
threw,
a few minutes.
and
Yeah.
Phil threw
Rad.
the shoe back, and then like 4 other people threw shoes, and then all of a sudden, fucking
Shoes were everywhere.
Blam.
Yes.
Yeah, what's the movie Elf where he
did
starts
not see
throwing
it.
snowballs?
I didn't see it.
All right,
I
well,
hate
that-
Christmas. So, well, what about your '80s experience,
Okay.
Russell, with concerts?
I see. I want to be all edgy and like.
Yeah, Robert Smith was my favorite concert
No,
in the '80s.
no. I want to say,
I love The Cure.
I want to say like
I'm sad about
the
everything.
Cro-Mags or the Accused, but no. I mean, honestly, the best '80s show I saw, Van Halen, OU812. It was fucking awesome.
It's
the
Van
Omni.
Halen. How could it not? And at
Right.
the Omni, how could that not be awesome?
Right, and me and Tomas went,
Yeah.
and decent seats, and it was good, and that one I would say '90s. As much as I love Pantera and Metallica, Evening with Metallica
In the '90s, what year? Mid '90s.
It was Black Album 90 or 91.
Well, they
91
wouldn't
or
have toured
92.
'90, so
Yeah.
probably 91,
91.
92. So that,
And,
definitely Black Album for sure.
and
That was like a 2-year tour.
No opening band.
Evening with, yeah. So
They
full.
played
the Omni?
3 hours.
Now I did see them.
I think
at
I
the
was at
Omni.
that one. Yeah.
And they did the whole thing at the beginning where they were on the video screen. They're backstage
Oh yeah,
talking to
that
the
was kind
crowd.
of fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
You know what's fucked up though? I saw Metallica twice. I saw in the '90s. I saw that one, and I saw him once. I think at Lakewood.
yeah.
But
I
the
saw
one
him
at
at
the
Lakewood.
Omni was the first time I saw him. It was on the Black Album tour. And it was still something about, I don't know if it's the Omni or if it's just that time in life, but it had that magical.
Did they start the
Something
show
about
with
it.
Bread Fan? Or it was something like that.
I don't know,
Or
man.
I
So
remember.
What?
I
Or-
remember hearing that actually live.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It-
you might
they
be right.
started with a cover. I remember it. But what I loved about that show was the whole thing where all the lights, got blown out and the stage blew up and they had
Oh,
pyro.
the statue fell apart.
Well,
all
that was Injustice for All. But the Black Album or the Evening with, like, all the lights went haywire and swung down and broke and shit.
I remember hearing about
And then all of a
that.
sudden they dropped down like little light bulbs from the ceiling.
I feel like that was during the loads. Mark's time.
Maybe
Sorry.
it was.
I think it
I
might have
don't
been.
know. I don't
I don't
remember
think I
that.
saw him on the Load Tour though.
I don't think I
think
did
it was
either.
Evening
I saw
with
them on the
Metallica.
Black Album
And
tour,
at the
but-
very end of the show, they're all grouped together in a small spot in the middle of the stage with like a small amps.
I feel like that's loadish.
I think it was Evening
Sorry.
with Metallica. I think it was.
I definitely saw more concerts in the late 80s than I did in the 90s.
See, I saw more in the 90s
I saw more
than
in
I
the
did.
90s.
Like, to me,
90s, in the 90s, I can remember, I saw Metallica during the Black Album. Pantera, I guess.
Pantera was my favorite during the
Yeah.
90s.
Well, I
'cause
went
they
to
were
a
saw
lot
them
of the
once.
festivals. I
Yeah,
went
see,
to
I didn't go to-
I went to
I
the
never
big
went
day
to-
outs and
I never went to a festival.
well, grunge
I saw
took over.
Stone Temple Pilots at Lakewood. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think Pantera, Rat Child America, and or Souls at Zero were my favorite shows all throughout the 90s.
I could see
Hands
that.
down.
I could see that.
And Forbidden.
I got to see
Oh, Forbidden.
They
Fuck
were
you.
rad as fuck live, dude.
man,
They were
I'm sure
they
they
were even
were.
more rad when they came back in 2010 with Overkill. That show
I
was
wished
like
I would
a-
have went to that one.
that was a boner where I had to clean up my pants. My pants were so crusty when I got home.
California potato chips.
It was like glass. It was kind of like open up your car door after freezing rain for 2 days, you know? Anyway.
So another one. Keep going with the 90s. Fucking Korn.
Oh, yeah.
The first Korn
Head
show I
PE.
saw was ridiculous.
It was Korn and Head PE, and I want to say there was another band, but it was at the International Ballroom for Life is Peachy.
Oh, wow.
Sick fucking show.
That was album number 2 from the Korn, which,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, Billiam, I believe that's next on the Korn docket,
It is.
which will probably be coming soon, which is kind of a
Yeah.
fall album.
There were so
Actually,
many good ones. I gotta,
Speaking of Korn, they got a new one coming out.
I think
Really?
they do, yeah. They just
Yeah.
released a new track. I think it's Requiem. Is that
Yeah.
it?
See,
Yeah.
so does they're on tour with System right now, right? System.
It's
of
a
Down.
new, it's a new, like a new tour,
yeah,
I
it's a
think.
brand
They just
spank album.
announced it. We
Yeah.
just put it on the, we forwarded / shared the message on the socials, and it's
Word up.
looks quite tasty.
All right, well, back to Stuart. Thank you for asking the
Stuart,
question.
thank you so much.
Gave
and
us
hail
15 minutes
to
of
you.
bullshit to talk about.
There you
Well,
go.
that was that
no, it was
provoked
good.
conversation. That's what we do here.
And wait a minute.
What is problem?
Yellow. Testes. There we go.
Testes, testes,
I can
1,
hear
2,
you. And then,
5.
What's on the docket, brother?
Ooh. Well, okay. So maybe it's a little egotistical to say it this way, but if Led Zeppelin was the Led Zeppelin of the 70s, I realize that's kind of stupid to say that.
Led Zeppelin was the Black Sabbath of '68.
No. And Metallica was the Led Zeppelin of the 80s. I kind of feel like, in a weird way, that... Anyway.
I'm sorry.
But if Led Zeppelin was Led Zeppelin of the 70s and Metallica was the Led Zeppelin of the 80s, I kind of feel like Pantera is easily the Led Zeppelin of the 90s because they dominated the 90s.
They did.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Actually, that's not fair. Pantera is to the 90s as Metallica is to the 80s.
Sure.
There you go.
That's,
So Pantera
absolutely.
is the Metallica of the 90s.
sure.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's
I know.
a lot of
Take
math.
One more breath.
How about
Deep
this?
breath.
How about this? And I think they've
There we go.
earned this.
They
Pantera
totally have earned
was
it.
the Pantera of the 90s.
That's
There
a totally accurate statement.
straight.
So we've gotten all the way through from the Cowboys to the Trinkill, and now we haven't done the live dive yet. That's still coming.
Can we do the Trinkill again? Damn, that's one of
We
my
can.
favorites.
You know what? Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe we can do that.
That's one of my favorites.
Because
You know what?
we could do our own thing. We could do like a fucking Trinkill reprise and do like an outtake version of it and do like different sections.
As much as I like, and y'all will recall that I said I really like
Yeah.
Tranquil.
Yeah, but you like this one better?
This motherfucker right here. This motherfucker
Yeah,
right here.
I think me and Russell might outvote Billiam on
This
this one.
brought me back to me, it brought me
Yeah.
back to 5 Minutes Alone. I
Yeah.
broke, the fucking far beyond driven feel.
Okay, and
There's
we're
something about Trinkill though. God damn, man.
We're talking about
so
reinventing the steel, or as Russell calls it, please give it to us, Russell.
Reinventing the metal.
Yes! Fuck yeah! That was fucking awesome. That's like my favorite thing that's ever happened on Metal Nerdery. Other than fucking ripping fuckbag a new ass. That's like my favorite fucking thing.
Jeez, Luke. Anyway,
No, just dry, man. The blood's
raw
so
dog.
lube, it's
You
fine.
raw dogged it.
The blood and the mucus is fine. Sorry. No, reinventing the steel. I think for me, this was sort of like, I almost want to feel like this is kind of like their Black Album. But by Black Album, hear me out. Hear me out.
damn,
He said
Wait a
blum.
minute.
Album.
Yeah, so it's not the same reference, Bill. It's different.
Okay.
But my point is that I feel like this album kind of captured all of the Pantera elements.
I can kind of see that.
Like it took literally the first, I guess, 4, right? Let's see. Cowboys, Vulgar, Driven,
Far. Yep.
Tranquil, this guy. So the first 4, it kind of took them all, put them in a blender, maybe put a little cilantro on top, like some fresh minced jalapeno, fucking lime on the side for a little bit of offset. It has all the elements of all the things that make Pantera fucking Pantera.
Sure.
I wore this one out like over and over and
I did
over,
too.
right out of the fucking gate.
I'm telling you, Goddamn Electric is
Massive
Goddamn
fanboy.
Electric.
one of the
It
best
is.
fucking guitar. I mean, Dimebag was just chock full of fucking guitar riffs, but I love Goddamn
Dimebag
Electric.
is a blessing.
Yeah, but Goddamn Electric is just so fucking brutal.
But
It's like-
there's literally no song on this album that sucks. I mean, there's no song on any Pantera album that sucks. Can we agree on that unanimously?
Unanimous.
at
Your
least
Honor.
Phil and Selmo Pantera. Yes,
Yeah.
I'll agree.
Yeah, fair enough, Russell. Fair enough.
Because there was some Blaze shit that was a little bit.
well, that was before Pantera was Pantera. That was Pantera.
Who was it? Was it you that posted the
Pre-Pantera
picture of Dimebag where he won?
When he won the contest,
When
yeah.
he's like 13 or 14,
Yeah,
and
he's
he's
got
got
these-
2 chicks kissing him. He's like a little kid.
and he's got like the Edward Van Halen dime smile. where
Big
he's
smile
like,
on his face.
get your pull, bro. It's
Yeah,
like,
he's
fuck
got
yeah. It's
2
fucking
like
rad.
hot strippers kissing him. He's like a
Yeah.
little kid. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Sure, he learned early on. It's like, oh, horrors are so great.
All right.
But this one to me, I wore this one out completely. Like I played it over and over and over. And I wouldn't even play it like, sometimes you pick your favorite tracks and like play that one and burn it into the ground.
Well,
I would
did
literally
that.
start this one over at Hellbound every
Right.
time and just let it fucking run.
I did that with every Pantera album.
Yeah, for
except,
sure.
Yeah, fair enough.
Except Drinko.
Really?
Really?
Oh, man.
What did you
See-
skip, if you don't mind me asking?
On Trinkill?
Yeah.
Um,
Or what did you historically
listen to the most would be
listen to the most? Yeah. Favoritos.
the fucking Drag the Waters.
No, that song's fucking badass.
No, that's the one I listened to the
Oh, okay,
most.
okay.
Yeah. we changed the question. Sorry. The question was, at first I wanted to say which ones do you skip the most, and then I said, which ones do you listen to the most?
Well-
Drag the Water or
See, I like Living Through Me, Hell's Wrath.
that's so dark.
It is, but it's fucking rad, man.
It's rad, but it made me feel
dirty.
If there's
Yeah.
one on that one for me
The
that's
opener.
not my favorite, it's the opener.
Killer
Yeah.
Opener. I mean, that's a
Yeah, it's a badass. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, holy shit.
that's like Calgon. That's literally like
I know it is, but when I very first heard it, it was a little abrupt.
Well, it's a brutal opening. Well, okay, to be fair, Trentkill was like, because this was kind of turning it back to like 9.5, to where
Yeah,
the speakers aren't clipping yet. Trentkill was like, fuck it, brick wall that shit to 11.
Yeah, so Reinventing was not. It's kind of like it fits between Far Beyond
right
and Trinko.
because every Pantera album, starting let me step
Complete
back,
the thought.
from Cowboys, starting at Cowboys on, got heavier. Right?
Yes,
right.
progressively heavier.
except for this one.
This was not heavier than Trinkill. It should have been before Trinkill.
Yeah.
Kinda. It was almost like a refined Trentkill. Because Trentkill was extreme.
Sure.
Trentkill was
Yeah.
Trentkill was easily, of the Pantera catalog in the 90s, that was the most fucking extreme. That
Right.
was borderline. It wasn't grindcore, but it sure as fuck was close.
Right. No,
'Cause
I
it was
agree.
brittle
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it
it
was
was
fucking-
screamo. Yeah.
But this was like taking Trentkill and like, all right, let's buff off the edges and polish it up a little bit and kind of bring it down just a smidge.
Just
To
a
me, it was Far Beyond Driven plus. It was a little heavier than Far Beyond Driven.
So you think if you were going to shuffle the catalog, you would have
This would have been after Far Beyond Driven.
Okay, before Trentkill.
Right.
Fair enough.
And I won't say.
Sorry, I just saw something on a Japanese bonus.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? You did not know that? Oh boy, Russell.
No.
Oh, okay. I just realized we're about to get into this.
Yeah.
And my balls are full of piss again.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
I know. Can we pause like for a brief
Yeah, go ahead.
brief second? Okay. Hello, everybody. This is Gazer, the butler. You're listening to Metal Nerdery. Go buy their shit at metalnerdery.com/merch. I've got to go get Millie some more pasta sauce. You can also go to metalnerdery.com/episodes, a podcast, or whatever the fuck it's called today.
Right.
But now I gotta go write some songs and resurrect John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Anyway. I think it's the nuts in my mouth that made me forget.